Hi, very good morning. I'm doing walkthrough for daily challenge copy pasta. This is from Bugforge. It's nice, to be honest. They have a daily web application. The hint, it's SQL injection. Now if we go there, same pattern. They have the room. You register quickly, register any room, for example at local.com, for example. The password you can put, set auto log you in. As always, you start exploring. I always do persistent logs so you can keep seeing what's happening. You can see the only option we had is to create a new snippet, so you understand. So basically it said a SQL injection, so we need to look where the SQL is appearing. So if I would do, for example, I don't know, just anything, Python, Java, doesn't matter, because this is just we can see a toggle public and all of that. So you can say, for example, equal PHP equal, for example, hi. It said that's not that's a description cut from PHP info. You can cut and you click submit. Okay, let's see what's going in the submit. It's in the post request. A post request request with the code description. It's public true, language PHP, title system, and then response. Just share code, the one we share. The room, also the name, it said CopyPasta. Where is the copy in this room? If you can see it show public, you can see view. The only thing that CopyPasta is this one. It's copy something. The only copy that we have is share button. That's the copy thing, share snippet. And you can see if you go to the URL, we have an endpoint called shared. So open new tab, close. What else we have? We have the public things here. We have some already here in the room. Is it fetch API helper array function? Of course, with the view, you can think, because it's serial injection, you can argue what's happening in the point there. So if I go to 10, this is not an IDOR or something. So, but because the number, I think what's the last one is 8. That's mine. So you can see is there injection somewhere in this room, in that endpoint. Doesn't, you can see is not sending an error message here for this endpoint. We have an edit endpoint also there, so you can argue if I put there, is there any? It doesn't reflect the error message. That's interesting. So we don't have that. We have this endpoint. You can check, for example, this one. If I update, why snippet is not found? Because now it has. It's through error when you add that one. That's interesting, but the SQL injection is not there, or at least is. I did try that. Doesn't work. Now it save it for some reason. When you edit it through error in the edit. We saw that it edit it. It do bad request, input request, and you can see this one. So question you see, can we edit response here? For example, what happened to that? Is public is true. Public is very sensitive. You can play with the number. It doesn't throw the error response. It tell you message updated. But if I throw a comma there, now it say bad request. Bad request in JSON there, but even if you do the bracket, now it said that, but it's not throwing error because it's one there. We saw the error happen in the edit when you send an edit with that, but if you try to update this one, it will throw an error. That's one thing, but it says snippet not found, but basically it's not an error. The interesting point is this endpoint, the share endpoint, because remember I said copy paste, and that's where we get copy the link from. Now if I go to that endpoint and say a comma there, we get failed to load snippet. It said failed to load. Remember before here, snippet not found. There's a different message. This is snippet not found. This one, it threw the message. It said failed to load snippet. So this is very interesting reply from. So it's a possible SQL injection there. But now where to find this SQL injection? I can do send, edit, and reset. So where exactly we can find this what exactly we can do, because now we can check how many columns. Usually that classic order by one, and assuming an SQL or something, SQLite or anything. If I do that response, we still get a response fine without an error. So basically we can do it in the table there, it's fine. You can do here, you do your burp, whatever you like to do. If I do order by one, see order by one, we still have the same, we don't have an error message there. So if I do two, we are fine, we're not throwing an error. Three doesn't throw the error. 4 doesn't throw the error. 5 doesn't throw the error. 6 doesn't throw the error. And then if I do 7 failed to load. So 7 is there. I forgot to show something. When you go to public, there's another. Where did this one? I thought it's very interesting to look at it. Or it's a rabbit, or it said select username, count SID as snippet count from users. So somehow it gave us the name of the table. Join snippet. So we have snippet, we have ID, user ID, public is 1, ID username. So this one is more like dedicated struct of the table itself. So we have a 7. So we have a 7 error. So what that tell me if I want to play with it here? Let's play with it here. Order by so we know it's a 6. So we can do the union trick. Union, how is spell union? Select. So we know there are 6. The 7 is the error. So we can do null, null, 2, 3. What's going on there? Oops. How many? 4, 5, 6, and let's close that one. And if we see that one, and then it just responds non-language username null. So basically, if you want to see this one, how it look in that side, you can just this one doesn't show me. So here with things becoming freaky. If I do that, you see blank page because it didn't catch it. So where is the problem? Because of our null things, the assumption is some checks and balance are in the back end. So how we solve this our problem of null? Well, because assuming the SQL in the backend says select from or something, whether that UID the share, so we can kill that one by a simple trick. We can just end 0. So we kill the whatever it's returning, we kill it with that one, so we can just get our union. We send that one. I think this one also doesn't work. Let's test this thing in the browser to see does we return blank when we kill the whatever query is doing. You see it's dead, and because basically it's in 0 here. It's still very instant to just pop up and it doesn't say this one row or something missing our trick here. Now let's play with the null. Just put them letters. Let's change this null. because assumption that null is making problem. We're trying what column get reflected, basically. That's what it is. Okay, let's try this one in the browser to see what we get in. So in case we flipping around or whatever we see in the, I want you to see something there. Oh, now we're getting something. You see the letters are here there. So we're reflecting the column. Now we can, or you can just say column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, and I think this one is SQL column 6. So we know what reflect in the system. We have 2, 4, 5, 3. So 1 is not here. So we know a 6, the 2, and the 4, and the 5. So we can use this one. So now, so we can't use the 1. We can leave the 1. No, just leave it there. But we can use, for example, column 2. I can use column I don't know what I'm doing. What we can do here, we can just use the what I'm doing here. So this one 0, we have union column 1 doesn't reflect, but 2 reflect. We can use this column 2. We can use let's assume it's an SQLite. So column 2 we can see it. So we can do what's that one? Select group concat the table for SQLite. It's SQLite. That's SQL master. And then we can do where type equal table. I'm doing mistake. Let me make 1, 2. Let's see what we get in this one. Snippet not found. Did I do a mistake? Oh, select. Oh, we got something now. So if you can see the reply, we got SQLite. If you want to see it, how it look in the browser. I know people use burp. I like to do easy stuff, use it straight in the browser. I don't need to open too much burp. So if you look here, we got user table, SQL sequence, snippet. So now the question, where is the flag? You can play around. The flag is in the table users. So we can do the same things here. If we want to get a table users, we can do concat group name, not from SQL master. The table for them is a pragma table, pragma table info, and then hold on, how do you spell these things? From pragma table, we don't have a where here. Let's see what we get here. I know we got, so you can see it if we put it there in the arrow there, so you can see it there if you want to see it. Now we know your ID, username, email, password, phone name, bio, role, and created. Now what we can do here, you can concat where you think the password, the flag is in username. Let's get the concat username, not from here. We can just go straight to the table from user table. Um, we concat the username from all the user table, assuming the flag is in user table. Let's see what we get. It's not any username table. First, let's try it's not in the username table. So let's get this one. If I put that one there, we have admin, so it's not in the username table. Where the hell it is? We can do the same things for the other column that we know reflect. For example, which one reflect? We have column 3 or column 5. So we can leave that one there. We can just use another one. I'll select this one. We control C. We do it in control column 5. So I can just replace column 5 and let's see the passwords. Passwords. We know there is a passwords. And the email. Let's see if it's in the passwords. Send request. Snippet not found. So I did something wrong here. Concat password from select your content password to password, not passwords. And now we got it. Let's see if we got the flag here. That's too long. That's it. The flag is inside the password field. We can see it now. So we concat username, and concat the password. So basically that's your payload, all of it. How to make this one bigger? So this is so you have the column, you can just put a concat in the column that appears. So we can also use what left? You have column 4 and column 6. You can use them if you want. We have column 4 also, and you have column 6. And of course, they can view that. So basically, your password, your flag is in um, in what we call it. I hope I think it's you can see the whole query, the concat query. So yeah, can we make this one bigger? Let me see. No, it doesn't want to go big. That's the biggest that can come. So this is the fine query you can play with. That's a nice, interesting part. So the trick is to this end zero union select, get in the name of the columns, and you got that. This is a dead end. So yeah. So thank you very much, guys, and have a good day.